Okay, shalom. So I'm just going to mention the previous videos about Erech Apayim or Erech Af. And on Hebrew for Christians, they give a pretty good explanation that the Apostle Paul uses the word macrothumia in Greek, which comes from the words great and thuo, great sacrifice, which would suggest a patient endurance, so without taking vengeance. But in the Hebrew idiom, which is used to picture the slow venting of air through the nostrils, which is characteristic of someone who is slow to anger. So, something is happening, you're disappointed, or you're usually makes you upset, but you're just like, just take it, breathing out slowly. The idea implies that we are not easily offended by the faults and character defects of others. We don't let anything offend us. Just as Elohim graciously overlooks our sins in Yeshua, since long suffering, or Erech Af, is an attribute of Elohim's mercy, it is a part of his essential character, and therefore Paul later writes that love, Ahava, or agape, is Erech Af, is long suffering. That's one of the attributes of Ahava, of love. Another word translated as long suffering is the word patience, which in Hebrew is savlanut, or suffering. So talks about two things there. But anyway, this video is going to be about one of the fruit of the Spirit, specifically meekness. Meekness. I'll read from here. Hebrew for Christians says humility. In Hebrew is Anavah. Anavah. The Hebrew word Anavah implies a sense of inner poverty that can only be healed by giving and serving others. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Therefore Moses was described as very humble, more than all men. He had Anavah. The translators of the Torah into ancient Greek chose the word praotes to describe Moses' humility or meekness, a word that suggests moderation, gentleness, even the inability to get angry. So it kind of gets muddled in the Greek, to be honest. Likewise, Yeshua described himself as someone gentle and lowly in heart, who offered rest for the burdened soul. The Greek word therefore indicates moderation and courtesy by esteeming others as worthy of honor. Humility in this sense means being teachable. So if you're a teachable person, you're open-minded, you are someone who has anavah, and you're open-minded towards others. The humble or meek soul has the courage to ask Jehovah, search me and know my ways, test me and know my thoughts, and see the wicked in me, lead me in the way everlasting. That's Psalm 139. Humility is not a weakness. No, on the contrary, it is a sign of spiritual weakness to be proud and self-serving. It's spiritual strength to be humble. In Pirkei Avot, I don't know what that is, but the sages rhetorically ask, who then is wise? And answer, the one who learns from every man. Okay, interesting. In the Jewish tradition, humility is among the greatest of the virtues, as its opposite, pride, ga'ava, is among the worst of the vices. Kind of gets to some Catholicism, in my opinion. Indeed, God literally hates the eyes of a proud countenance. Therefore, Moses is described as taken upon me to speak to Jehovah, who am but dust and ashes. And actually, Job said similar words. So we're going to continue looking at this word, anavah, in Hebrew. Hebrew Strong 6038. And it is humility. It is modesty. It is clemency, gentleness, humility, meekness. So I can close that tab now and then look at Hebrew Jerusalem Prayer Team website. It says meekness, humility, modesty, anavah. So anav, meek or modest, is anav in Hebrew. It's a simple, okay. In Proverbs 15, It says humility is before honor. I don't know what it says in the Septuagint. It's practically a different book, especially Proverbs and Psalms. They do not line up in a lot of ways. So I'm going to look at that. Where is this? Proverbs 15:33. So the word yirah, fear, is not the same fear that comes to mind. Yeah, I had a video, like 3-hour video on that. So I'm not going to get into that. Humility is the way to be among other people. In Titus 3:1-2, remind them to be in subjection to rulers and to authorities. Showing all humility toward all men. So you're not to be contentious. You're not to speak evil of people. You're to show gentleness. And I think chesed was the word we spoke about just the other video. Showing all humility. Of the entire Bible, only one person, Moses, was characterized as Anav, meek, humble. And Moses, the man of Moses, was very humble, Anav, more than other men who were upon the face of the earth. And let's just look at Proverbs 15:33. I've been going 6 minutes. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I think I'll keep it under 10 minutes just for the sake. It's like a record. I don't think I ever did a video under 10 minutes in my life. So they've been doing these teachings. So they've been all over 10 minutes. So Proverbs 15:33. I'll just read it and just get done with it. And you can see the computer is not helping. Okay. Best honor will correspond therewith. It doesn't say humility. Oops. Here we go. We're past 10 minutes. Because there's a problem here. Houston, we have a problem. It's not what it says. So let's look at Numbers 12:3. Maybe that still says Moses was humble. Hopefully it says that. Moses was humble. Hopefully he was still humble. And pretty sure it says humble, but we are over 10 minutes for sure. I will bet $1 million we're over 10 minutes. Oh, we're not. Oh, wow. Look at. Okay, better not bet any money then. Where am I? Numbers 12. It says here in verse 3 in the Septuagint, and the man Moshe was very meek, was very Anavah, above, beyond all the men that were upon the earth. That's it. That's the end. So I'm going to end the video. Oh, we've actually went under 10 minutes. That's great. Okay. So let's do that. Let's end the video right now. Okay, good.